This week, employees who sued Meta, alleging that the company used AI to make layoff decisions, saw the case grind on with no immediate resolution. Set the legal outcome aside for a second and sit with the harder word: culpability. Who is to blame? Who bears the responsibility when an algorithm ends a career? If a model recommends the cut and a manager rubber stamps it, where does the culpability actually land? That's the question courts are now being asked to answer. The lawsuit sits inside a bigger business story. Companies are struggling to prove AI even pays off. This week, OpenAI pushed a new yardstick for measuring AI investments. And one industry read said monetization and model efficiency now define the mid-2026 moment. When leaders can't cleanly measure the return, projects drift. That drift has a name engineers know well: scope creep. A project quietly growing beyond its original plan, one small addition at a time, until nobody remembers what it was for. And when a meeting gets stuck in the technical detail, two people arguing about database schemas while everyone else waits, a good manager says, let's take it offline. Move this out of the group meeting and settle it separately. Because the alternative is a whole team stuck in the weeds, lost in details so fine, they can't see the actual goal anymore. There's one more move in the AI talent war worth naming. Instead of building a feature, the fastest companies acqui-hire, buy a small startup mainly to get its people, and often shelve the product. The danger there is old and legal. A rival can accuse you of trying to misappropriate their trade secrets, dishonestly taking someone else's property for your own benefit. If those hires walk in carrying knowledge that wasn't theirs to bring.
Culpability, responsibility or blame for something wrong. From the news. When an AI recommends a layoff, where does culpability land? One more. The report spread the culpability across 3 departments, not one. Scope creep. A project slowly expanding beyond its original plan. From the news. When you can't measure the return, projects drift into scope creep. One more. It was a 1-page site. Scope creep turned it into a 6-month build. Take it offline. To move a side discussion out of the current meeting and handle it separately. From the news. A good manager says, let's take it offline, and moves on. One more. You two can take it offline. The rest of us don't need the details. In the weeds. Lost in small details, unable to see the bigger goal or overwhelmed with work. From the news. The team got stuck in the weeds, arguing details for an hour. One more. I'm too in the weeds on this spreadsheet to think about strategy today. Acqui-hire. To buy a company mainly to hire its people, not for its product. From the news. The fastest companies acqui-hire, buy the startup to get the team. One more. It wasn't about the app. The giant acqui-hired them for the 4 engineers. Misappropriate. To dishonestly take or use someone else's property for your own benefit. Formal, legal. From the news. A rival can claim you tried to misappropriate its trade secrets. One more. The manager was fired for misappropriating company funds.
22 new words, 1 week of news. Say them with me. The blocked deal, snap up, pull off, due diligence, injunction, tantamount, buy-in. The market and the memory crunch. Capacity crunch, confluence, moat. The model from Moonshot, open weight model, guardrail, graceful degradation, moratorium. The cyberdesk, data exfiltration, provenance, gear up for. The AI workplace, culpability, scope creep, take it offline, in the weeds, acqui-hire, misappropriate. And from last week, back in real news this week, priced in, at stake, move forward, load up on, salient, capex, triage, kill switch, 0 day, model collapse, monetize. You didn't just review them, you watch them work. Here's the promise that ends every episode. We'll circle back, return to this desk every Sunday. Same desk, new week. That's the week. That's the English. Every one of these words has a 60-second version on this channel. The playlist is linked below. New words every day, the full story every week.